Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Wednesday episode here of the Payoff Pitch. I'm, of course, Jason, and he's, of course, the Hockey Squirrel.
Of
and we're
course.
brought to you every single day by BetUS, a fantastic sports book. Down in this video description, you can find a link that'll jump you on over to their website, and you can check out how great they are. We got the Squirrel back for this Wednesday. What's up, man? First inning, we call it quick hits. What's on the brain today?
I know this sounds a little weird. I'm kind of sketched out to sit at my desk this morning because last night I was typing away on my keyboard and this black spider came running across my desk, and he was fast. Okay, I couldn't kill him. He wasn't one of these like slow, it wasn't a slow crawling deal. He shot under something and hid. I couldn't find him. So
I can't mess with spiders. I can't mess with spiders. I can't.
Yeah, dude. So no, he like hid under something and I couldn't find him. So I just kind of left it be and went to bed. And now I don't know. I'm kind of like on edge, waiting for this spider to shoot out at me on my desk. To be honest with you,
Rightfully so. And I'll let you know if I see a squirrel crawling around in their background, sorry, not a squirrel. It said squirrel. I've actually meant a spider. A spider. Sorry, I meant a squirrel. I meant a spider crawling around on the squirrel behind you, which I'm fully aware that's probably a green screen. So, yeah,
all right, sounds good. Well,
it's good to have you back, man.
Other than that, hey, guess what, dude? I've been gone. Well, not gone. I mean, kind of gone. I haven't really had bets for a few days, to be honest.
You could say you've been gone. We didn't see you at all yesterday, so I think being gone is the appropriate way to turn.
And I didn't give anything out yesterday. I didn't give anything out the 19th or the 20th. Only one bet the 21st and only one bet the 22nd. Nothing yesterday. So, I mean, really, the last 5 days I've only had two bets, I think. So
changes today. I've seen your card. That all changes today. You're coming out swinging today on this fine Wednesday afternoon.
Five of them. The analysis is all written and done already at hockeysquirrel.com. If you're wanting to just get my 5 bets and read all about them, they're over there. I've also put them on Twitter if you're just curious to get the picks. Obviously, I can't do written analysis there because you can only do like 100 characters or something tiny. But join the Facebook group also if you're wanting updates, notifications when these things go out. Otherwise, let's hop into it. Unless you have anything
a fully prepared squirrel. Hell, you're pretty productive coming off an off day, brother.
Yeah. Well, you get burned out sometimes. You got to take a little rest.
All right, what am I going to talk about here in the first inning? Quick hits. I'm going to talk about how. I'm not going to talk about anything. Let's just jump into it, folks. We've got a nice slate on today's games. Again, we've got all the teams in action. Yeah. Nice, healthy slate. Early games. We've got a game kicking off in about 1 hour. So let's jump on into it. We call it Around the Bases. We do it here in the second inning. We'll each take a couple of games, break them down, provide you analysis, leans, and bets. You want to go ahead and kick off the show with something you're interested in?
Sure do, buddy. I'm not going to lie to you. Only based on
I hope you're not going to lie to me. I ain't tuning in for a bunch of lies, goddammit. I want the truth.
I almost took the Pittsburgh Pirates for a half unit. I didn't. I didn't do it. That's not one of my 5. But I almost truthfully did it. Almost truthfully did it. Did not, however, so I will not talk about the game in an hour, but I will talk about the game that first starts on my card today. That will be the Texas Rangers that I was able to pick up at a minus 130, I believe, last night, and I think it might be minus 140 now. I didn't like it too much more than minus 130, and the reason for it is because the Colorado Rockies, the only threat I feel that they possess today is the fact that they hit left-handers very well. They're still doing it, and season long, they are number 1 against left-handers. However, do consider the caliber of the pitcher that you're getting. You're not going to, I think I wrote something somewhere, maybe in my analysis, that you're not going to compare Patrick Corbin to Martin Perez just because they're left-handed pitchers. You're getting a significantly more elite pitcher in Martin Perez. With that being said, in the analysis, I have all types of numbers. I think the Texas Rangers are something like 13-2 when Martin Perez records a quality start. When he just starts in general, they're 16-8. And when he starts on the road, I think they're, again, like 13-2, something absolutely insane. You're getting Jose Urena against him. So you have really a much better starting pitcher in every single way, and the bullpen is through the roof better. As Colorado is up there with the Cincinnati Reds, I mean, if you're being compared to the Cincinnati Reds in bullpen, we're not talking about a good team for pitching. So if you can still find Texas at -130, I loved it. I was all over it, and that is my first play today.
All right, well, let me lean on into that game as well because I've got enough bets on today's card that we have more bets than innings. So this one just made the card but didn't make the show in terms of a rundown. But let me talk about it. You made a case for why those Rockies are going to hit Martin Perez, other than Martin Perez being decent. You touched on how good those Rockies are from hitting left-handers. I think the Rangers will absolutely hit Jose Urena, as you spelled out there. So I'm going to do that Rangers F5. Rangers, Rockies, F5 over 6. Over 6 runs at -115. Expected runs, Rockies crushing left-handed pitching, hitting over 280, slugging over 480, and their strikeout percentage is 15%. So like Martin Perez, think he can have a decent outing, but I think he's going to give up runs and fully expect the Rangers to chip in there by just hitting Jose Urena, which is what every team does in baseball. So I'll piggyback on one of your plays in a different angle and take that F5 over 6. Let's circle back, though, and catch that first game of the day. It's Braves and Pirates. It's Happy Mitch Keller Day, folks. Mitch Keller's on the bump today. We got to fade this bum. We're doing it with that Braves F5 team total over 2.5 runs. Just going to keep it simple here. Gravitate towards one of the best offenses in baseball. Top 10 offense right now versus right-handed pitching, crushing it. Top 10 in everything. Top 10 in average. Top 10 in slugging. Love to see it. Great lineup for Mitch Keller just to absolutely struggle. He should put a couple free passes on. He's not going to strike out many batters. His over-under K prop is only at 3.5. Yeah, we're expecting a lot of contact. Good Braves lineup, top 10 versus right-handers. I'll take that Braves F5 team total over 2.5 runs against Mitch Keller. What's another game you want to talk about here in the second inning?
I'm going to save my second game in terms of time because I want it for another inning as it's an underdog. So how about a decent system play?
Love it.
I think I had 4 systems and they were all over 60%, and I got this line at -120, which I think you still can get. It is your Chicago White Sox against the Baltimore Orioles. Giolito against Spencer Watkins. To me, really, it doesn't have much to do with the pitching. I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of fairly even-ish, to be honest with you. It's more of a system play. You have kind of a lot of what feels like randomness going on in baseball right now. You have a lot of pitchers getting thrown in, like just randomly. When I'm going down the list, why I haven't really been interested much in the last 5 days is because I'm finding things that are -400, or I can't even pronounce the pitcher's name because I've never even heard of them.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of kind of weird stuff going on, and that's really all this is just a system play of where I'm expecting situationally it's hit in multiple independent different spots. The reason I stress independent when it relates to systems is it's very possible to build a system and then add one small modifier onto it and then call it a different system. That's not what this is, if that makes sense. So like if I were to say to you, away favorites less than -150 hits at the X amount, right? Now, if I add on to that and I say away favorites less than 150 on Wednesday, well, it's kind of the same system in a way, right? It's just a small modifier.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't really call that a separate system. These are completely independent systems, and they're all showing me around 60%, and I'm getting -120. So for that kind of value, when I'm saving 30 cents on the dollar, I'll go ahead and try to make the play. A lot of it has to do with the fact that they've lost their last 2 games. If you want to check out some systems or try to write your own SDQL series, maybe look into teams that are on a 2-game losing streak in 2022, because that's where this play comes from.
What you've in the past you've said I'm doing this play because this system hits. Do you mind saying what system? Because I've got to, not that I fully disagree with you, but I don't not a play that I can fully endorse. That doesn't mean shit. It'll need my endorsement to like a play. But I'm just curious what system it hits. I know you've got a plethora of them.
Yeah, so I have 4 of them. I just kind of mentioned that a lot of it comes off the fact that they're on a 2-game losing streak. Has some to deal with the line of being only, less than -150. So if I can make a system that historically, any team on a 2-game losing streak under minus 150 who's an away favorite, I think is one of them, roughly something like that in the ballpark of, I know that's not exactly it, but that would hit season long at 60%. And if I'm getting minus 120, that's showing me like 54 and a half. That's why it's a system play. It's not really anything to do with the money distribution. I don't even think they had the money as of last night. I don't know. It's just really that, it's not a deeply rooted thing in the statistics or anything like that, like some of my other plays, at least the 4 other plays that I have today. So.
Okay. All right. Good luck back in those White Sox. I'm curious a little bit later on. I've got several afternoon bets. If I have myself a good afternoon, I'm likely going to hop on that Orioles team total in some capacity, whether it's an F5 or a full game. Nothing much I like in those White Sox right now, but I didn't bet it, so let's go White Sox. Let's go ahead and get that win. I'm going to go ahead and move it over here to another game in the second inning. Let's do Diamondbacks Royals. Let's do that Diamondbacks F5 money line. Of course, this is the way where if we get a tie, we'll get our money back. It's a two-way line at minus 122. Let's look at the hitting advantages. We got 2 right-handers on the mound here. Diamondbacks hit 256. Royals hit 192. On base percentage, Diamondbacks are 345. Royals are 265. Slugging, 379 versus 293. K percentage for the Diamondbacks is 15% versus 25% for the Royals. And their walks about even, about 10 to 8. So you can see the Diamondbacks do it all better versus right-handed pitching. Then when we focus on the starting pitching, or Diamondbacks do it all better versus right-handed, yeah. Then we focus on the starters. It's Gallen versus Singer. I'll take my chance. Gallen is looking really stinking good late, including striking out batters, doing all better. So, yeah, I'll take the far superior offense versus right-handed pitching. Give me the better starter. I'll take that Diamondbacks F5 money line at minus 122. All right, we've talked long enough. Time to shut up. Give these guys some pitching props. You got anybody on the bump you're targeting today?
Just the fact that Mitch Keller, when he comes up, we can do something with him, which I'm sure you're probably all over already, aren't you?
I'm just sticking with that Braves F5 team total to fade Mitch Keller. I'm not getting burned on any strikeout props, walk props. He's just going right back to what's, tried and true right there.
F5 well, he hasn't gone over 3 strikeouts in his last 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
So that looks decent. You go against the kind of offense that the Braves provide with a lot of these guys, I would be scared to go over 3.5 strikeouts. I'll take the under 3.5 for Mitch Keller as one of mine, I guess.
All right, over Mitch Keller for you. For one of my pitching props, I want to do Blake Snell over 1.5 walks at minus 135. Only cashed this bet in 13 of 16 starts. That's music to your ears. Guardians right now are drawing walks every 12.2% versus left-handed pitching. That's 5th best. Their K rate is average 22, so we're not striking out, but we're drawing a ton of walks. Snell, again, hit this in 13 of 16 starts. I like Blake Snell today to have over 1.5 walks. And then I want to look at Cole Irvin there at the Athletics, over 4.5 Ks. This is going to be more of a projection on how the Marlins struggle versus left-handers than more than what Cole done, because he's only cashed this in 5 of his start. But the Marlins struggling right now versus left-handers, 30% in their K percentage. Their average is 178. Cole, here's the deal with Cole Irvin. Strikeout prop, out props, pitcher to record a win. Cole Irvin's cashing one of these things. Get behind the Athletics. Get behind Cole Irvin today. He's cashing something. Let's take a chance on over 4.5 Ks at minus 135. You got another one?
Not really. I'm just kind of combing through them here, but I don't see anything that stands out that's like incredible. I mean, I think it might be worth taking a shot on Martin Perez. The only scare, again, is that the Rockies are really good against left-handers, but, in his last few games, I think he's gotten 7 apiece. We're seeing a line here of over under 4.5, with it being juiced fairly heavy to the under 4.5. So, you get at altitude against the number 1 team against left-handed pitching, you may struggle a bit to get some strikeouts. So I don't think it's anything I really want to mess with.
Okay. All right. Long shot. That's what we'll do here in the 4th inning. There's some dogs out there that we think can bark. You teased that you've got a nice underdog money line play today. What is that one, Squirrel?
Yeah, the game that I thought at least was the best in terms of being an underdog play and what actually got my money, and is one of my 5 official, is going to be the Cleveland Guardians once again against the San Diego Padres. Seeing Blake Snell. on the mound, who has had some serious walking issues over the season where, I've seen him walk up to 6 people in a single game. Really, ERA, they're dead even between Cal Quantrill and Blake Snell in all of the statistics anyway, whether that be pitching, which in recency has been significantly better for Cleveland, giving up MLB low in the last 2 weeks at least of only 29 runs. They've given up the least in the entire league. So the pitching has been great. And in batting, if they aren't edging out San Diego, whether it be things like batting average or weighted on-base average, on-base percentage, they are either equal or very, very slightly below. And I was able to grab the game last night at a plus 145. I think it might be around plus 135 now. So not a ton lost, but still a good indication at least that, the line's not moving the wrong way in my case. So I think other people are seeing that as well. And in the YouTube comments here, we have YouTube Everything who said, I don't get the Padres line. And I messaged back and said, my friend, neither do I, which is why I'm on the Cleveland Guardians today. I also have an underdog system to go along with it. And as of this morning, I would like to check the money distribution if you'll wait just a second here so that we can
let's do it.
complete the analysis of this game. And that would put us, with a massive 85% of the money on the Padres. So it will be what I would say is a public fade then at that point. And perhaps rightfully so with all of the nice new trades of Juan Soto, etc. on the Padres. But oh well, I don't care about that particularly. And at this point in the season, I will take my nice 145 and go for it.
I disagree with you on that statement in terms of rightfully so betting the Padres. On this show right here yesterday, I gave out the Guardians as my best dog of the day yesterday. That dog cashed yesterday. I like the Guardians again today. I think you're onto a really nice play. I don't understand why 80% of the people are throwing their money behind the Padres. Not from a stats perspective. I justified those Guardians yesterday. Great pick there, Squirrel. Hey, I've got a one dog today. I always give out a fourth inning log shot. It doesn't really make my cards. This made my card today. I love this dog. This is the best dog on the board today. It's your Oakland Athletics at plus 106, taking on the Miami Marlins. Both of them are facing a left-hander today. The Athletics are hitting 273. The Marlins are hitting 178. The Athletics are slugging 494. The Marlins are slugging 378. K percentage, big advantage here to the A's. They only strike out 16% of the time. Marlins striking out 30% of the time. The Athletics bullpen, they've got a better ERA, whip, opponent's batting average, and FIP than the Marlins. And give me Cole Irvin over Jesus Luzardo all day long. I think they've got the better starter. Bullpen hitting in this matchup is check. You want to give me plus money for those Athletics today? Yeah, I'm taking that money at plus 106. Best dog of the day. Everything matches up. Norristown, we talk about you're not going to have all the advantages. You get the hitting, the bullpen, and the starting advantages. Easy dog of the day. Give me those Marlins. All right. Fifth inning, keep swinging. We got to give these guys some hitting props. You got any guys today you're targeting?
Kind of a weird one. Let's try. And I don't know if you came across the same thing. Did you see or come across Andrew McCutchen at all?
You know what? We got Brian in on this chat. You always see him chime in. He chimed in a little bit earlier. He's the one that says Hill, 1989, Virginia. He always says, what's a guy that can hit a home run? You said it. It's McCutchen. He's got 3 hits against today's starter, Heaney, and all 3 of those suckers have left the yard. 3 for 6 with 3 home runs. There you go, Brian. If you want a guy that can find yourself a home run today, he just said it. It's Andrew McCutchen. Squirrel's on it. That was in my notes. I'm right there.
Yep, that would give you a plus 310 on the home run prop.
I saw
so
plus
if you wanted to
380.
go
I saw plus 380. Shop around. Saw plus 380.
Oh, well, there you go. So yeah, do your due diligence. This is just one book. Then
I hear you.
The hit prop for a single base is way juiced, so I guess I'll go with total bases over 1.5 for a plus 120. But I think, potentially grabbing that home run prop there, 3 for 3.
Love that one right there. All right, so to go along with Andrew McCutchen, because I was going to mention him, glad you to see you were on it. I think it sticks out like a sore thumb. Two guys that you can drop in a parlay to get at least one hit or more. One of those guys is Cedric Mullins. They're the Baltimore Orioles. 6 for 10 up against Giolito. Giolito, this ball's just going to be coming straight down the middle. It's not going to have any movement, and the Orioles are going to crush it. Like the Orioles.
No, don't say that. No, not
He's
today.
got 2 doubles, a triple off Giolito. Parlay him with Wilson Contreras. They're the Chicago Cubs. He's 7 for 19 off McCullers, 2 doubles and a home run. Those 2 guys in a parlay will get you to plus money. It's Cedric Mullins of the Baltimore Orioles. Wilson Contreras, they're the Chicago Cubs. All right, 6th inning now. We got to move it to It's a Steal. There was something on the board today, Squirrel. You got 5 bets. Which one of those 5 was a steal?
What would I be on? The 4th one here, I do believe. The steal, absolutely, without a doubt, to me, is the St. Louis Cardinals. With Miles McCullough on the mound, I took the run line as an away favorite, which is when you would want to take an away favorite. When you want to take a run line is when they're an away favorite, because it boosts your win percentage, your cash rate expected, by 8 or 9% generally. Usually a heavy favorite over minus 200 on the run line is going to cash somewhere around 50%. In any system I generally build, unless you come across something crazy, which today something is crazy. And that gives us, or me at least, an expected win rate of 70% on the run line, which gives you 79% on the money line. And if you're wondering about that system, I'll try to give you some information on it. Give me a second so that I can read you the criteria of this.
Okay, love it.
I guess I can't. Hold on. I'll work on it. Anyway, that was my reason. But the Cubs are throwing out, what is it, Luke Farrell or something like that? Some kid. I've never heard of him. Have you heard of him? It's your hometown.
It's a town I live in. Yeah, no, I never heard of it. I never heard of it.
Town you live in.
It's a bullpen. I mean, it looks like it's a bullpen day, right? Guy doesn't go over 2 innings, so it's a bullpen day.
Right. So I'll take McCullough, though. I'll take the Cardinals, and I'll take a run line, and I'll work on finding you that system, but it does come in at 70% for me.
All right, 6th inning. Everybody knows I like to do a NRFI today. I've got 3 NRFIs. One of them I did them as a 2-unit play, and the other 2 I just dropped in a parlay at plus 191. Let's go ahead and hit that 2-unit play NRFI because I absolutely love this one. Your 2-unit NRFI today is Diamondbacks Royals at minus 135. Diamondbacks Royals minus 135. These teams sit 20th and 23 in runs scored in the 1st inning. We've mentioned Zach Gallen and Brady Singer. Let's expand on those 2 guys. Gallen is only 4 runs and 23 starts with 25 Ks. Love that. And Singer is real good right there with them. 3 runs and 17 starts, 18 Ks. So you get the hitting and the pitching. That's why it becomes a 2-unit play because it's not like we only get one of the other. You're getting 2 bad hitting teams in the 1st inning, 2 starting pitchers that have been lights out in the 1st inning. I'll easily drop 2 units on the Diamondbacks Royals at minus 135. The other one I decided to parlay. We're going right back to Marlins Athletics.
Wait, so what was the pick? Sorry, I was working on getting the system here.
Yeah, no. Hey.
No. What was the pick, dude? 2 units on what?
Diamondbacks Royals NRFI. Tail it. I hear you. You want to tail
NRFI.
it?
Oh, okay.
NRFI. Right. No. The second one, let's run back last night's winners, Marlins Athletics. That was about an easy cash as you can get. We talked about these 2 teams yesterday. Don't need to expand on it all much. Let's talk about Urban, though. 16 runs and 22 starts, but don't be scared. I just told you the Marlins are hitting 178 for his left-handed pitching, so maybe not the sexiest of all numbers. But we're leaning on that Marlins offense that we know is trash because we got a cash yesterday. And Luzardo's been decent. 3 runs and 10 starts, 2 home runs, 17 Ks. So I'm going to parlay Marlins Athletics with Giants Tigers. Giants Tigers is the other one I want to parlay it with. These 2 teams are 25th and 28th in runs scored in the 1st inning. Logan Webb's on the mound for the Giants. 9 runs and 25 starts, 23 Ks, 3 home runs. Whips at 1.04. Love that. Matt Manning, 2 runs and 6 starts, 4 Ks. His whip's at 1, though. So if he just does 1, as long as that 1's not a home run, which he's never given up a home run in the 1st inning, we should be good. So that's a parlay, plus 191. Love the 3 NRFIs. Obviously, of the 2, I like Tigers, Giants, Diamondbacks, Royals, the Marlins Athletics. I'm going to trust the stuff from yesterday, from what I saw, from watching that 1st inning, from the stats. I'm going to do that parlay. So 2 units, Diamondbacks, Royals, 191 on the parlay. Giants, Tigers, Marlins, Athletics. NRFI, baby. 6 outs to glory. Let's see if, let me pull up the game. Let's see if Giants, Tigers cooperates and we get the first leg of that to cash. Come on back to this channel at 2:30 p.m. Central Time. 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Let's sweat 6 outs of glories together. That second half of that parlay there between the Marlins and the Athletics. So hopefully we can hang out a little bit later on YouTube. All right, 7th inning coming to a stretch. It's time to give the guys the best bet today on the board. What's the best bet on the board? If I'm only going to make one bet today, Squirrel, what is it going to be?
Well, I'm going to do it a little bit different because I've given out 4 out of 5 of my bets, and I just want to finish it off. I don't know if we'll call it the absolute best bet on the board. I think that would be the St. Louis Cardinals for real if I were going to actually give out the best bet, but just in the interest of completing all 5 of my actual official plays. You talked about the Diamondbacks and the Royals from a NRFI perspective. I'm going to talk about the Diamondbacks and the Royals from a Diamondbacks perspective, as I like that money line. I like Zach Gallen. You had a first 5 innings play earlier in the show, and if there was a first 5 innings I would have entertained, I think it would have been backing Zach Gallen and the Diamondbacks on the first 5 line. However, last night, when it's 3 in the morning, generally those aren't available quite yet, so for fear that the game would have raised in odds, I went ahead and just took the full game money line. We know the Royals bullpen is absolutely atrocious for a full game, so that's why I didn't really mind it too much. Also, I kind of have to believe that they've given up when you trade somebody like Benintendi and Whit Merrifield away, right? The record hasn't been very good. I just don't think that they're overly competitive. Not that I'm so sure that the Diamondbacks have a ton to play for, but when it's Brady Singer, I don't like his control. Never really have, even I think the last season or two anyway, or at least the last season, at least from last year.
Yeah,
haven't really been a big Brady Singer fan. I just don't think they have a lot to be overly competitive, and their bullpen numbers kill them every single time, it seems. So I'm going to take the Diamondbacks on a -130.
Okay, all right. Not to convince people to tail my pick over yours because they don't really care. They tail yours, they tail mine. I don't really care. The Diamondbacks have a shitty bullpen when I got looking into it. That's why I focused on the F5. Their ERA's at 7.3.
Hey, so did the Royals.
I know. It's bad though. The Diamondbacks is actually worse in every stat. The Diamondbacks have a worse bullpen than the Royals. So I think you'll get. And
that's why I mentioned that first 5 inning.
Yeah. I know. I hear
you. It's the same exact price. Maybe I wouldn't discourage you from taking Zach Gallen on the first 5 innings money line. I really wouldn't. The only reason I didn't do it was because it was 3 a.m.
Yeah.
There was no first 5 innings line, and I figured with it being Gallen versus Singer that first 5 inning line would come out higher than the full game money line. And I just didn't want to risk that, so I was just happy enough to grab my little -130 and hope to get off to a nice start there.
Yeah, it's all going to be good. We're both going to cash. Gallen's going to deal. I'm going to hit the F5, and that's going to set up their good arms in the bullpen, and you're going to get your cash. But if you're sweating late in the game, that's why you're sweating, because that bullpen's poo-poo on a stick. What's my best bet of the day? You like those Guardians today, Squirrel? You said that was a bet for you today, Guardians?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. That's my only underdog play, actually. But, I'm happy with my 145 that I grabbed last night.
We're getting the F5 team total over 1.5 runs at plus money. You got to be kidding me. The Guardians are crushing left-handed pitching. They're hitting 308. They're hitting 308 versus left-handers. They're slugging 487, which is third best in the major leagues. We talked about how Guardians are doing a great job of drawing high walk rate. Mentioned that prop that I gave you earlier for Snell. That's his kryptonite. That's absolutely his kryptonite. He's going to walk a guy, and the guy's going to hit a 2-run home run, and we're going to cash a good plus money F5 team total over 1.5. Are you kidding me? They're crushing left-handed pitching. Snell's got some of the worst control. Go look at that game log. I told you his cash in 13 of his 16 starts. This is a number that should not be at 1.5. The disrespect, remember, I mean, doesn't mean I was right. Just because I gave out the Guardians yesterday and it cashed doesn't mean, whatever. But Guardians are not worse than the Padres. Should not be. So, yeah, hopefully you can hit another underdog play in that because, like I said, I was on it yesterday. Great play. So we'll roll with that Guardians F5 team total. Best bet today on the board, plus money. All right, double play. We'd like to give these guys a parlay. You got a parlay today?
It's gonna be something with the Cardinals. What should I put with the Cardinals?
I can tell you who to
know,
put
man.
the Cardinals. The Cardinals are in mine. Cardinals are in mine, and then the Rays with McClanahan on the mound. We've talked about how the Angels haven't been able to hit a left-hander
Yes.
all season long. Now they're going to go up against the ultimate tough McClanahan.
Mike Myers.
Sign me up.
Michael Myers, dude.
So yeah, McClanahan. Yeah, I got Rays Cardinals as mine. It came in at what was it? Plus 102. So plus money parlay. Rays
and
Cardinals.
For another game that we haven't talked about yet today. My Twins have been sucking recently, real bad. Lost 7-0 to the Rangers, lost 1-2 to the Rangers. Now, last night 4-2 to the Astros, and they have to face Framber Valdez with a terrible Dylan Bundy. I'm not a fan.
There were a lot of people yesterday. You weren't here. That were talking about Twins and the value yesterday. I get that, but like from a stats perspective, what Astros were always going to win that game yesterday. I don't just like sprinkle something on the Twins yesterday. To me, didn't make any sense. You weren't getting any advantages.
I made one personal play yesterday. Do you want to know what it was? I played the New York Yankees.
Oh, there you go. Good catch. They're on the uptick. We'll get to them here in rapid fire, but having win 3 in a row, they're still not scoring a ton, which is fine. They're winning games, and people like to sometimes just pick winners instead of overs and unders and nice 3-game win streak. See if they can't.
It was a sketchy game. It was a sketchy game, man. I was holding my breath until the last pitch in that 9th inning. He loaded the bases with. Oh god, it's always like that, man. Every night. Have you seen some of those TikToks I make though? Where I'm like, here we are again, sweating in the bottom of the ninth. It seems to happen like that every night, man. It's like very rare you get one of those just where you pull ahead and you're like up 10-0 and you're just having fun with it. But
all right, well, let's go ahead and show our bets. These are going to be sweat-free winners on this Wednesday. That's what we love to see.
No, they're not. Not all mine.
And then we'll get into rapid
fire. They're going to be sweaty.
We're going to talk about all these games from a money line, run line, and over-under perspective. I'll throw mine up and his up. Mine you can see because I didn't forget. Sorry, I definitely didn't forget. My son had some school thing. I never got to do my daily show this morning, so I'll get you my soccer play that I have not given out on any platform yet. And also I'm rolling with another tennis play, which we got a nice tennis cash yesterday. Let's run back that same match in terms of one of those guys. Same bet from yesterday. So there's my bets. You guys can see them, and then you got squirrels right there. So let me jump into BetUS. We'll pull all these up, and we'll talk about every single game right now. Good. The action starts in 30 minutes. I love it. Day baseball. Absolutely love it. My soccer game starts at 2 p.m. Central Time, and that tennis is not until about 7 p.m., but tennis always gets pushed back. That'll be late. So plenty of time to tail. All right, let's kick it off. I'm into BetUS right now. On to BetUS, I'm seeing Braves Pirates kick off the day with an over-under of 9. Braves minus 265. Pirates plus 225. I've sat in this chair for 2 straight days and talked about the Pirates were going to win a damn game. And they've not won a game. They've lost, 2-1 and 6-1 yesterday, I think it was. Today's not the day they get it done with Mitch Keller. Not with Mitch Keller. Take that Braves. Just take the team total. Everything else is too juicy. Just come and ride with me on that Braves F5 team total. Come along for the ride. Minus 105. They should win. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just killed a baby spider on my wall.
Go over 9. I think the Pirates are going to hit today. Kyle Wright doesn't overly impress me. Take over 9 if you want something from like the rapid fire thing that we do. Over 9. What are you on, Squirrel?
Half unit on the Pirates money line. I know you think I'm nuts, but
no, I've given it out 2 days in a row. The stats are bang on, pretty close. I've been banging the table for the Pirates all week, and they've let me down.
I just killed a baby spider on my wall. I'm like tweaking over here, dude. I don't like it.
All right.
Like, I don't know. You ever get the creepy crawl? You start feeling like stuff's crawling on you.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you're envisioning things. I hear that.
Yeah.
All right, Giants, Tigers, over-under of 8 on BetUS. Giants minus 155, Tigers plus 135. I'm going with the Tigers today. The Tigers actually had the statistical advantages, folks, and by a pretty good gap. This was almost my second favorite dog of the day, the Tigers. I'm rolling with them on rapid fire.
Yikes.
Tigers.
All right.
Logan Webb's not in San Francisco, folks. You can't throw a ball outside of San Francisco.
Oh, boy. I don't want to believe you. I don't want to believe you.
You can come up. I can hit people with the stats real quick if you
Please do. I need to know.
All right.
What is it?
Right-handed pitching, Giants are hitting 196. Tigers are 236. We're slugging 380, and they're only slugging 374. We're on base percentage, we're getting 295 versus 256. So every stat right there, the Tigers are doing it better. I ain't scared of Logan Webb outside of the confines of I'm trying the Detroit bullpen numbers here. So here we go. The opponent's batting average. Tigers are at 229. Giants are at 269. BABIP 288 versus 233 or 338. Sorry, 338. WHIP 1.27 versus 1.37. Bullpen stats. Tigers do it all better. They're hitting right-handers better right now. Matt Manning, stand up and give the people a good plus money cash and outduel Logan Webb. Let's go. Look at Matt Manning. He's got some decent stats. Hell, I'm willing to ride with him on the NRFI. Tigers plus 135. Getting it done. Take the Giants on the run line. We've gone against each other. It's been 5 months. We've gone against each other.
I'll take Giants money line, not run line. Money line, yeah.
Money line. Okay. All right. Rangers, Rockies, over-under of 11 on BetUS. Rangers are at minus 135. Rockies at plus 115. I can't get my mind around anything but runs in this game. I don't care who wins. Just give me runs.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. I was looking at the statistics of what has cashed with lines that are as high as 11 or over. And it does. I think around 57, 58%. So the over is definitely in play. The fact that Rockies hit left-handers, I'm just looking for shut up, dude. I'm looking for Martin Perez to allow the Rangers a great start in this game and hopefully lead them to a win. So, I mean, I'm not going to come off of something that is my official play. So Texas Rangers at minus 130.
It's going to be 5-3 after 5. That's what I think. It's going to be 5-3 after 5. Rangers are up 5-3 after 5. We'll both be well on our way to cashes. I already have one cash. One cash right here is Marlins versus Athletics. Over under of 7. Marlins minus 120. Athletics plus 106 on BetUS. Plus money, and I got hitting, pitching, and bullpen advantages, and I get this at plus money. Oh, that's why I made my official card. Athletics. Are you kidding me? This beauty.
All right, that one I'll tail. Not the Detroit Tigers.
That Athletics you're on board with. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, Nationals Mariners. We get an over under of 7.5. Nationals plus 250. Mariners minus 300. Yeah, minus 300. Money line doesn't need to be justified. I was on.
I think yesterday. I like the over.
For 7.5. Okay, I like it too. I would agree.
Okay.
Guardians Padres over under of 7.5. Guardians at plus 135. Padres at minus 155. I'm liking the over in this game too. Over 7.5.
Yeah, and the Guardians for the fact that it's just way too even.
What was the game?
For the plus money that you're getting.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Good stuff right there on BetUS. We're now seeing Reds versus Phillies with an over-under of 9. Reds plus 205. Phillies minus 245. This pitcher here for the Reds, however you pronounce his name, got crushed by the Phillies 5 days ago. I don't even know who Christopher Sanchez is. Is this guy making...
I don't know either of these guys. I had this matchup yesterday pegged for an over, which it did hit, but not until late. It was like 3-0. Reds were leading into the 6th or 7th inning, and then runs galore in the last 2-3 innings there with the Phillies putting up like 5 or 6.
They shitty bullpens showed up. Both of them showed up. Both of these crappy. Take the over in that game.
Take the over. Take the over in the game. Take it, dude. Do it.
We're getting White Sox Orioles over under of 8.5. White Sox minus 120. Orioles are at even money plus 100. I'm taking the over 8.5.
Yeah, White Sox for me.
Angels and Rays with an over-under of 7. Angels plus 225. Rays minus 265. This was an easy one. I mean, just the Angels' struggles this season versus left-handers. You're getting McClanahan. Like, easy Rays run line. Easy.
Yep, even though it's a home team, I'll take it on the run line. One of the rare times they'll do it.
Okay. All right, cool. Now we're getting Blue Jays, Red Sox, over-under of 9.5. Blue Jays minus 150. Red Sox plus 130. Probably taking over 9.5 if I had to. Give me over 9.5.
Yeah, that's what I think too, because I never feel like I know what I'm getting with Barrios. Sometimes he shows up and he's actually on. Sometimes he's just not there at all. Um, Two teams that, they can show up offensively. I mean, they can explode both of them. If it turns out to be a competitive game, I think you easily get 10.
Yeah, I think certainly right there. All right, Cardinals and Cubs over under of 8.5. Cardinals minus 215. Cubs plus 185. Split the doubleheader yesterday. Mike Hollis, are you kidding me? Got to take him on the run line.
Exactly. Yep.
All right, now we get Twins and Astros with an over-under of 8. Twins plus 195. Astros minus 230. Astros on the run line, minus 105. Take it.
Maybe. Would you be opposed to an over 8? I think there's a lot of potential for overs just in general today.
Yeah.
I'll roll with over 8. I don't know why I don't feel it on that run line. I like the Tampa Bay run line better than the Astros run line.
Okay. All right, 2 more games. Diamondbacks, Royals. We both love the Diamondbacks in a lot of capacities. NRFI, F5, full game. They're still at minus 130. Royals are plus 110. Wow. This is one of those games. Watch this. Watch the F5 come under, and then 2 of the league's worst bullpens step into this game, and then you shoot an over 7.5. So I'm going to go risky and go over 7.5 in rapid fire.
Cool. For the sake of this, I'll take the money line on the Diamondbacks, but I would not blame you for just taking at the same exact price a 2-way first 5 money line.
With the option to push. With the option to push, too. You're getting the same price and you can push. You don't have to lose your wager, so not bad.
Right.
Not bad stuff. All right, and then the nightcaps, Brewers, Dodgers, over under 8.5. You get plus 205 for the Brewers. Dodgers minus 245. Easy pull here for the Dodgers. So of these 2 teams that are struggling, we've talked about it here this week. At least the Dodgers showed up yesterday and put up a 10 spot. So if I trust one of these 2 lineups to show up again today and break up out of a slump, I'm definitely trusting the Dodgers. So I'll take that run line, minus 120.
Okay, I'll go half unit Brewers then on the money line, much like the Pirates, just in case. Just in case that happens.
Okay, I will say
That's
one
all
other.
it is.
I just tweeted my full card because I didn't get to do the daily show. We'll tell everybody I've got a free roll. You guys know what that is. If you don't know what it is, you can ask me. In that free roll, I put the Tigers, the Guardians, the Rays, and the Cardinals. Love your pick of the Guardians. Love the Tigers. And then Rays and Cardinals. Had to drop in my 8th inning double play in that free roll. So just wanted to expand on that. And as that tweet just went out. All right, cool. We get baseball starting in 30 minutes. Mitch Keller, he's already going to be on the ropes by about 11:45. Second inning, they're going to have him on the ropes. He's going to be teetering. It's going to be dripping out of his nose. Yeah, they're going to beat him up bad. All right, guys, there's the payoff pitch on this Wednesday. Thank you guys for hanging out again. Thank you guys for dropping in some great comments. Thank you guys for sitting there and watching and enjoying it. Come on back Thursday. We've got some winners. We'll give you guys some more winners on Thursday. Have a good one.
See you later.